So Jamaica is supposed to get a new airport in Negril. And as you guys know, I am from Westmoreland. I will say if this is the case and they get it done, applause to Andrew. But one thing I will say, I hope this airport actually stays Jamaican owned, because Andrew no mad fi sell off every airport and everything with Jamaican owned. But let's get into the story. The government is advanced in its plans to build an international airport in Negril, Westmoreland. Prime Minister Andrew Holness provided an update when he briefly outlined to stakeholders his administration plans to improve the island's airport's infrastructure. This while speaking at Sandals Jamaica's Love Showcase at Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James last week. The administration of the country is working overtime to ensure that we not only create the branding Jamaica safe, secure, sustainable, and seamless, but we are actually doing the things to make it happen, Andrew Holness said. That is why we are making massive investments in our airports. We will be building a new terminal at Donald Sangster's International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. We are currently improving the Norman Manley International Airport, and we will be building a new international airport in Negril. And plans are well advanced for that, the Prime Minister stated. In October of last year, Transport Minister Dalvaz said a consultant had been hired to develop a master plan on how to transform the Negril Aerodrome into an international airport. At the time, Vaz told journalists that the proposed airport for Negril would have a positive impact on alleviating congestion and easing the pressures on Sangster's International Airport in St. James. I'm gonna give Andrew what's due unto Andrew. If he can actually get a airport in Negril, I think that would definitely be a great move, and I would definitely think it would be beneficial to people in Westmoreland. Westmoreland is a big tourism hub, and we do not have a airport. The closest airport is Montego Bay, and that is a cause for concern because that airport is 3 hours from Negril, and Negril is where most of the hotels in Westmoreland are located. Negril is like a nice central point for if you want to do family and you want to also do adult activities. I feel like it's right in the middle and it is perfect for both. Montego Bay to me is more structured for adults and having like a devil's playground for adults, and that's to me personally. Going back to the airports, I definitely think it will create a lot of jobs and it will definitely alleviate the pressure and annoyance of driving 3 hours. And mind you, the roads are not perfect and it takes a long time. After flying into Jamaica, no one wants to drive 3 hours. Andrew saying that he's investing in airports really took me back a minute because Andrew has sold both our airports to a Spanish management firm. So essentially a Spanish management firm owns both our airport. So him saying that he's investing in our airports really took me for a big surprise. Investing in our airports mean keeping it Jamaican owned and operated and having leverage in what is done at that airport, how it's ran, and the people that get hired there, the policies and the infrastructures that govern that airport. That is what investing in your airport means and look like to me. That's simply not what have Andrew Holness been doing at all. And I don't want them to build a Negril airport by robbing Peter and paying Paul. I don't want it to be that they're taking the money from the other airports and making this new airport. I want it to be solely based on him trying to invest into Jamaica and invest into our airports. And the reason I'm saying this, I don't want them to rob Peter to pay Paul or rob the other airports to make a new one. I feel like if they're making a surplus of money from those airports, it needs to go back into making the infrastructure better at those airports. And if they want to really make a airport in Negril, they need to come up with the funds and directly invest into that. Because I feel like if they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, the same people that owns the other two airports are going to have a invested interest into the new one that's going to be built in Negril. And I feel like there needs to be at least one airport in Jamaica that is owned and operated by Jamaicans. And this doesn't only go for the airport. I feel like hotels, we need to support more Jamaican owned hotels. We need to support more Jamaican owned everything in general, because the essence of Jamaica and Jamaicans are dying because people are immigrating and taking over, and we are losing who we are in trying to get investments and build infrastructures and take money from other people instead of investing in ourselves. I lived in Westmoreland for 15 years, and I did not know that there was an aerodrome in Negril. And Negril used to be a place I have to go to every single day for school. So for a lot of people, I'm sure they're going to be shocked and surprised to know that there is a small airport already there, but they are planning to expand on that airport that's already there. So Negril Aerodrome is an airport serving Negril in western Jamaica. It is located 7 kilometers north of Negril Point. It primarily serves the tourist resorts in the area. Negril Aerodrome handled approximately 72,000 passengers in 2001. The airport has scheduled passenger service provided by International Airlink. So them investing in what we already have and trying to make it better would be an amazing idea, but I don't think we should take outside investments in expanding or getting this airport bigger and better. I feel like this needs to stay local. In May of 2023, the GOJ announced its intentions towards the development of a new international airport at the existing domestic Negril Aerodrome site, and further directed that as a part of its role and functions, this assignment was to be executed by the Airport Authority of Jamaica. It is finalized, and we need to respond to the government on or before March 2025, but all of that takes time. It doesn't make sense to plan for the short term, but the medium and long term, because once you decide to put an airport somewhere, it brings in a lot of interest, such as the cost of land escalating, people want to move closer to the economic center, and the cost of land eventually increases. The estimated build time, while difficult to confirm, is expected to take place approximately 12 to 18 months following submission to the government, and begins on or before March of 2025. While noting that Little London is the area leased by the government for the development of the Negril International Airport, Bryson also mentioned that Negril Aerodrome will continue to be operational. We are actively doing the plans for its improvement as well, and such an increasing the length of the runway. The acquired land in Little London is 20 to 25 minutes away from Negril's 7-mile beach hip strip. And as someone that is born and raised in this part of Westmoreland, I come from Sheffield. I spend majority of my years between Sheffield and Little London. That's where majority of my family still lives to this day. I feel like this is going to be a amazing investment, and I feel like it's going to be amazing if it stays local. That is my only contingency. That is my only gripe with all these plans that they're laying out. But with that being said, comment what your thoughts are in the comment section. What do you guys think of the new airport that they are trying to build in Westmoreland? Do you think it's a good idea? If you think so, why it is and why it's not. If you don't, what are your thoughts? on investing and expanding Negril area dome. And like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.